Good evening on this Tuesday in Holy Week. In the parish this week, each evening we are doing a series called Voices of Holy Week, looking at different characters and people and how they might be responding in the original story of the first Holy Week. This evening we are looking at the disciple Thomas. Reading from the Gospel according to John, chapter 11, reading from verse 11. After saying this, he told them, "Our friend Lazarus has fallen asleep, but I am going there to awaken him." The disciples said to him, "Lord, if he's fallen asleep, he will be all right." Jesus, however, had been speaking about his death, but they thought that he was referring merely to sleep. Then Jesus told them plainly, "Lazarus is dead. For your sake I am glad I was not there, so that you may believe, but let us go to him." Thomas, who was called the twin, said to his fellow disciples, "Let us also go, that we may die with him." I'm so confused, really confused, and so lost. The last week or so has been such a roller coaster. We were the other side of the Jordan when we got the message that Lazarus was dying. Jesus paused for a couple of days, but then he decided to go to Bethany. We knew the leaders of our people were out to get him, but he decided to go anyway. So I said to the others, "Let us also go, that we may die with him." It took us 4 days to get there. Lazarus was dead, and Martha and Mary were inconsolable, angry that Jesus had not been there. There were crowds who had come to support them. Lazarus was very well known and much liked. Jesus himself cried as I'd never seen him cry before. But then he told them to open the tomb and ordered Lazarus to come out. And he did. It was breathtaking. We couldn't believe it. After the initial stunned reaction, it was bedlam, everyone talking at once, joy, excitement, rejoicing. And since then it's been non-stop. On the Saturday at the meal, Mary anointed Jesus' feet with pure nard, and that led to an argument between her and Judas. Jesus said something about preparing his body for burial. The next day, Jesus took us to Bethphage, got on a donkey, and led us into Jerusalem. It was an incredible welcome. People cutting down branches from the trees and shouting, "Hosanna!" He was the celebrity of the crowds, all right. We were overjoyed at the welcome, but wondered what next. Then the following day, Jesus took us with him into the temple. I'd never seen Jesus so angry. He took a whip, berated the traders, overthrew the tables of the money changers, and chased them all from the temple. Some cheered, some were shocked, and some were very angry. We were bemused. What is he up to? And then things continued to happen at a great speed. The next day, he was back in the temple teaching, just like he'd done so many days and times before. And it was as though the previous 2 days just hadn't happened. Then the meal in the upper room. He took the bread and said, "This is my body." The wine and said, "This is my blood." We all went out after that, went down to the Garden of Gethsemane. I think most of us fell asleep. And the next thing we knew, there were police and guards there, led by Judas, the traitor. He let himself be arrested. He made no attempt to fight or escape. And then today, I just couldn't believe it. Those crowds, 5 days since they had been shouting Hosanna and cheering him. Well, today it was crucify him. I think my emotions have shut down. I can't take it all in. I can't believe it. He was there, on the cross, dying like a common criminal. Surely this can't be the end of it all. It can't have been meant to happen this way. What do we do now? Holy God, we are born into a world tissued and structured by sin. When we proclaim our innocence and seek to accuse each other, give us grace to know that we are naked, that we may cry out to you alone through Jesus Christ. Amen. Thank you for joining us for our reflection this evening. I hope you have a good evening and a good night. Bye for now.